Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for the support, and if you're not subscribed, you can help me reach 1000 subscribers by the end of the year by simply subscribing. Thank you in advance. In today's tutorial, we are going to learn how to create this simple animation for the hover on social icons, and also how to copy and paste SVG element from Figma to Webflow. Since I already created this, I'm not going to start from scratch, but rather walk you through the steps so you can do it yourself. And if you have any questions, you can always leave them in the comments below. But essentially, we have here a Team Social grid, I believe. I think this component is taken from either Reloom or one of the other free component libraries that I use. Then within the grid we have social link that is going to work as a button for those social icons that will redirect the user to the actual account via either Instagram, YouTube or TikTok. And within the social link we have the embedded code. So this is basically the structure of the elements we have here, and this margin top is the container or the div that contains these elements. So first you're going to create this div, which is going to be called margin top or anything you like. Then you're going to add the grid layout, if you will, or just leave it as an inline block. That's your wish and how you want to structure this. Then you add the link block and then the embedded file, which you can find by while you are in the Team Social, Command K on Mac, and then embedded code. This is the one that we are going to work with. Since we want to put in the social link element an embedded code for the SVG of the icon of the social media, we're going to go to Figma. I haven't even checked the Figma updates, but I can see some new stuff here and the playground, but we are going to do it later. So what I wanted to say here is how we get these icons. I usually go to either icons 8 or material design icons. You can choose either one of them. We're gonna go with material design icons, and for example I want red because that's the theme of my website, as you can see, and we're going to put here Facebook this time. Actually not Facebook, let's do, I don't know, blue sky. There is no, oh, there is a blue sky one. Okay, so we want blue sky icon, so pretty. And in order to get the code, we have to right click and copy as, and we're gonna go and get the copy as SVG. And automatically right now from Figma, without even exporting this element, we have all the needed information for this icon to transfer to our website. And let me show you how this will change here. For example, we're going to take the YouTube icon and we're going to click on the cog icon of the embedded element. And as you can see here, we have all this custom code from Figma that is for the YouTube icon. I'm gonna command all to select everything and delete this code, and command V, I'm going to paste the other code, and then I'll click save and close. So now I replace this icon with the YouTube icon with the blue sky icon. Okay, perfect. Now how do we get this subtle animation here around the icon when it's on hover? I was struggling with this for a while because even though it's copied with SVG, there is a slight box border that appears around the icon itself, and whenever I wanted to do some kind of blur only on the back of the icon, that didn't work, so I had to put something all over the icon. So for example, for this one, not going to target the social icon but social link, and we're going to set up the settings here as creating it as a flex box, then leave it as a horizontal, put it in the center. We're going to give it padding as much as you want the aureole or the aura or the actual circle around to be big. You can change here to, let's say, you can make it 2, and then everything changes around it, you know. It can be as big as this one, like this, but I'm going to leave it as it was. And then here you can also adjust the width and height in RAM, so it can stay the same always everywhere. And after that, you're going to work more on the social link by checking the transitions here when it's still in normal non-state, and put on all properties, which is, as you can see, is not here in the list, but it's all the way down here where it says advanced, all properties, and you're gonna put like 300 milliseconds, so we have like this really cool ease animation when you hover on it, right? And now for the actual animation and what happens when you hover on the element, we are going to change to hover state of this social link, and then we're going to observe what is actually changing here. As you can see, these orange things are inherited from the other state, so we're not going to change anything here. What we're going to change is the color, and here I took one of the colors from the my color palette and then decrease the opacity, so I can still have the contrast of the social media icon on a foreground and have the background as a little bit more subtle color of red. And here is on a 20% or 20 pixels, and then the radius of this is usually 0, so this means it shows up like a box, like this, right? But it's not really pretty when you see it like this. So we are going to go back to the hover, and we are going to change the border again to 50 pixel, and we're going to remove the actual border line, and we're going to decrease the pixels to 0. And if you want to go extra mile, you can even decrease the color of the black to 0, so just in case it doesn't appear, and then remove all the styling like this. And then the last thing we are going to do to make this animation complete is basically to go here in the 2D and 3D transforms and just slightly move the element with 2 pixels from the Y scale. This means it's going to move a little bit from the scale. Now it's 2 pixels, but it can be even more if you want. So 0 will be here and -2 will go a little bit up. So it's going to bump it up a little bit. And that's basically it. There is nothing else to change on this element in order to create this animation. When you go to preview, it is supposed to work for every single element that has the same class, and you will get this on hover animation for each element. And that's it for the tutorial. If you liked it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos, and share it with a friend. Thank you so much for the support, and if you have any comments, recommendations or questions, make sure to leave them in the comments below. And as well, I'm open for collaborations and custom work on Webflow if you need some. Thank you so much, and see you in the next one. Bye bye!